Which photographs do you have here?
So this is Sewa Fosu. That's Daddy Lumba's wife. This is Daddy Lumba, and then this is Adom-Otchere.
Adom-Otchere?
Yes.
Who's that?
Daddy Lumba's wife, or alleged wife. I want to be quite...
No, so is this a wife pursuant to matrimonial courses?
Yes.
So they got married
by her in Germany.
They got married in Germany?
Yes.
By German law?
By German law, but it's also a monogamous arrangement. Because, you know, in law, the forum you marry, which allows for monogamous marriage, is equally recognized around the world as monogamous marriage. So when we say monogamous, we simply mean that when you marry one person, you cannot marry another person. You cannot marry...
So this is the law under which this marriage was celebrated?
Yes.
In Germany?
In Germany.
And it was never dissolved?
No, it was
until
not.
his passing?
That is so.
So technically he's married to her?
That is so.
But they were not living together?
That is so.
They were separated?
Yes, so she was in Germany. In fact, it was after he passed that she came down during the 1 week. In fact, many people saw her for the first time during the 1 week
but
ceremony.
she's been known. People know Lumba, know her.
Yes, but
what's her name again?
Sewa Fosu.
Yes, Sewa Fosu.
Yeah. The first time people saw her, you know, she was on social media.
Is her Fosu from the Charles Kojo Fosu? From Mrs. Fosu?
Yes, Fosuh.
Okay.
That's it. So
and this
she's
is
taking
Adom-Otchere, who is the wife that she was living with at East Legon.
Yes.
And so did Lumba have children with this woman?
Yes, 3.
And with this woman?
Yes.
3 as
well?
well?
In fact, no, there's I think more than 3. In fact, when many people came to his residence at East Legon, her children were also seen at the venue. So he has children with both women.
Okay, but this is the woman she was staying with?
Yes.
Were they married?
That's the thing. I really want to be careful in picking my words because...
Okay, what does the writ say? So this is the one who has filed
yes.
an application to the court, an injunction to stop the funeral.
From going on, and then
because
a writ, because she claims that she has her marriage, or her marriage puts her in the position as the wife, the legal wife of Daddy Lumba, and that any attempt to sidestep her in planning the funeral is an affront to the right she has as a wife and the responsibility she has to perform certain widowhood rites as the funeral of her husband. So under Akan customary law, the wife has a role to play at the funeral, and not only the wife, but the wife's family has a role to play. So you remember when Fly's Jerry John Rawlings passed, his funeral at the State House, the wife's family from Menchia, that's Cornelius Ajama Rawlings, the family from Menchia also came. They came to present gifts. What's the fancy? Some the fancies would say igrazi, items that you used to bath the
body.
Exactly, and so those are the customary rites that the wife is supposed to perform. So it says in the writ filed at the High Court in Kumasi, Akosua Sewa Fosu is seeking several declarations, including recognition as the only surviving spouse of the late musician and the sole individual performed or entitled to perform the widowhood rites. So these are the things she's asking for. 1, declare her as the only surviving spouse of the late Daddy Lumba. Declare that she alone has the legal right to perform his widowhood rites, and then restrain the head of Lumba's family, that is Kofi Owusu Fosu, from recognizing or dealing with the second defendants, that's Adom-Otchere, Preslo Foriata. I don't know if it's the Achim Foriata.
It spells the same, so I'm sure it's
yes,
a
spouse
of
the deceased, and then restrain Adom-Otchere from publicly presenting herself as the surviving wife of the late musician. Now, she here is claiming that Daddy Lumba and her are married under German law, the civil marriage registry in Bornheim in Germany. And so by virtue of that, they lived in Germany and they have 3 children. And so by virtue of that, she is claiming that she is the wife entitled to perform.
Children: Calvin Kojo Fosu 31, Charlene Fosu 24, and Sierra Fosu 20.
20 years.
Wow.
So what does the law say concerning these things? In Ghana, once an individual marries under any monogamous administration, when we say monogamous, it means that once you are married to one person, you cannot marry another. So in Ghana, we have 3 main systems that is recognized for marriage. You have marriage under the ordinance. You have marriage under Islamic law. They say Mohammedan, but I think it's more appropriate to say Islamic. Yes, it's quite offensive when you use Mohammedan. And then under customary law, the 3rd. Now, under Islamic law, you are entitled to maximum of 4 wives if you are able to show you're able to take care of them as a man. Under customary law, you are entitled to marry
Endless number.
Endless number, so long as you're able to take care of them. But under,
under customary law, is there that caveat to take care of them? Who judges it? Under Islamic law, it's quite a strict process. There's a means test that you can go through. I'm not sure whether customary law has that means test.
Generally, we would say that if you're able to take care of them.
Those
but we
all
used
to say that when the cocoa season comes, then you can take another wife.
Most often, it was cocoa farmers, rich farmers, and the intent was to have children who would be able to take care of the farm. But you are there, you don't have any farm, you don't have any property to take care of, you're going to take multiple wives. There will be a burden on you.
Well, but that's the individual's choice. So I'm just saying that we have to distinguish between customary laws, no strict adherence to prove that you can't take care of more than one woman,
and then Islamic law.
The Islamic one, which has a very clear way to establish criteria. It. But fair enough. Okay, let's move on.
And so, if you marry under the ordinance, and note that it's not just the ordinance per se, that's the ordinance in Ghana, but under a similar legal regime in another country, and you cannot marry under any other system. So if you marry under the ordinance in Ghana, you cannot marry under customary law.
Hold it, let me inform viewers who are just joining. If you are just joining us, we are discussing the legal action that has been filed by Daddy Lumba's wife. She's asking that the funeral be injuncted because she has not been recognized as the sole surviving wife of Charles Kojo Fosu, the famous Ghanaian and global musician, whose funeral had been announced for December 6th, you said?
December 6th.
Yes. December 6th at the Baba Yara Stadium. She's filed a writ in the High Court?
High Court Kumasi.
The High Court Kumasi, challenging the status of Daddy Lumba's other wife, if you like. So that's what we are trying to explain legally and how it works. Thank you very much.